seeing Sambhogakaya. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Okay.
Simple.
So ask Marilyn, what is the causes of Dharmakaya?
Food in my mouth. Fulfill the benefit of others.
What is?
Causes of Dharmakaya?
No, to fulfill our own benefit.
No, what is it? The for own benefit is a Dharmakaya, but what is the causes of own benefit and the Dharmakaya? We talk about the cause.
Your own realization.
Related stability.
Then it's become, you get the Dharmakaya nature, right? What do you have to practice? The Marilyn.
Generosity and purpose.
Oh, please, Marilyn.
I was, no.
I just talked with the Rahul and Mesha. We just talked.
Sorry, I was eating.
Oh, really?
Sorry.
Okay.
Marilyn left to get her food, Kempo, and then she sat back down.
Really? Okay, David is there. Oh, David give answer.
That's what I get, isn't it? Did you ask about Dharmakaya, Kempo? What do you have to practice to achieve Dharmakaya? Was that the question?
Yes.
Okay, of the 6 paramitas, in order to achieve Dharmakaya, you have to practice wisdom and meditative absorption.
Okay, so that's 2 is the causes of Dharmakaya, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So what is the causes of Ripakaya? It's EVA.
Oh.
Do you remember Ripakaya? Sambhogakaya, Namanakaya's cause? Okay, Chiyu in Kon. Lily. So what is the causes of Ripanakaya? What do we have to practice to become Ripanakaya?
The first, just a guess, I don't know the answer. Is the first 5 of paramita?
Which one?
The first 5.
First 5. Okay, so
Generosity.
first 4, yes, first 4.
Oh, okay. Without the meditation,
Yeah,
okay.
meditation is 5th.
Okay.
First 4 is the process of the Sambhogakaya and the Namanakaya.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a question. Can I ask? Okay. Yesterday we talked about the dedication. There's a dedication called dedicate the inherent virtue. Can you elaborate a little bit on that? I'm not quite get it. So it's inherent virtue that it's like everyone's a Buddha, right? That is the inherent virtue, or what is
Inherent virtue, yeah. It's where is that page? Is
page. It's my. Yeah, I don't have the book. I have the Kindle. That is say page 1077. I'm not sure it's the same page as your book.
4 ways of gathering the okay, so the rule of virtue.
I think it's page 112 at the top of the page. We dedicate all roots of virtue. Let's see.
Yeah, the root text is all the virtue even ever accrued throughout. It's the 3, 4, 2, 3, and then the paragraph under that, the last sentence is said, finally we can also dedicate inherent virtue.
Yeah, that's at the top of page 112.
We teaching a virtue that has already been accrued the past as well, or the virtue present being accrued. We can dedicate all virtue, future virtue. So then where is that one?
Last sentence, finally, after finally.
Of the sentient 3, we can also dedicate inherent as a virtue, the inherent virtue of sentient beings, that is the pro-model pure Buddha nature. Dedication is a skillful method to perceive feature.
Everybody has it. It's already there. Why you
So
dedicate?
that's inherent means like talking about a Buddha nature. Inherent. So all beings has inherent nature is a Buddha nature. Inherent. So the Buddha nature is so virtuous, and that's the reason. I told you yesterday this part has a little bit, you know, kind of a how to say the different the scholars, other traditions also have a little bit controversial and debating. So some other many masters didn't say this part. That like this like inherent virtue, the inherent virtue of sentient being, that is the pro-model pure Buddha nature. So that's dedication. The others never do like that. But Jigten Sungul say we can also dedicate our Buddha nature for other beings.
Okay, because I'm
Buddha,
thinking that dedication is something you give to others to help people. But since people already have the Buddha nature, then
yeah.
and I haven't got to there. So something I don't have and something people already have, and how can you dedicate that? So it's like for
Yeah,
me. So
that's the reason. This is not created anything. So that's why some other, I told you the yesterday scholars that don't accept this can dedicate. But Jigten Sungul said, just do dedicate, good intention.
okay,
This Buddha nature is every sentient beings have. So we can think, oh, this nature everyone has, recognize all beings this nature. This nature, like if you also like think about when you meditate, you really into your nature mind, meditate. So then you dedicate that nature mind all beings have, but that nature mind every when you practice it, that is virtuous deeds, right? Very high level virtuous deeds when you into the nature mind and then dedicate that.
mm, okay.
Yeah.
So it's basically that it's more focused on your intention. You want to.
Yeah. Intention. Not really create something, not really benefit some others, but you're meditating, you are into the nature state. I think you have just have good virtuous means like just not really create virtuous, but you are into the nature, no subject, no object, but you can just think that also benefit for others.
Okay.
Yeah.
And also for the dedication, this is a very important topic. That there's a dedication part that recommended by Rinpoche this year. That is from the Sutra of the Three Hips. And it says that just as the previous Bhagavan Buddhas have perfectly dedicated, and just as the future Bhagavan Buddhas will perfectly dedicate, and just as the present Bhagavan Buddhas perfectly dedicate, like that I too dedicate perfectly. So those sentences I'm not quite understand it, but what I try to understand is I just put my intention on the Buddha's hand. So whatever they're doing, I doing the same. I don't even think about what I am, actually doing something like that. So it's
That's yeah.
it
Just
is
Something we don't do the like something, but we just think it's all past Buddhas, future Buddhas, present Buddhas, or the virtuous days. We mean tell just good intention dedicated for other beings. Then also our virtue is also same is like this past Buddha, present Buddha, future Buddhas, like same that dedication, same also my dedication. Our practice also dedication, same like that, to other beings. What they did, our virtues also did dedication to others, same like that way.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, they have two like kind of two different aspects. One is like we think we all the sentient beings doing good things we dedicate for others, not like even we did, but other beings what they're doing all good things. This reason is our mother sentient beings used to our parents, so think that way, and what they're doing all good deeds is with dedication for other beings. They all the three times of Buddhas what they did benefit for others, we just think about all this also dedication for others. And then also our practice like past, present, in the future also dedication for others. So this is just all is brain, mind brain everything. Something you don't have like your actions, but your mind brain, intentionally bring all others people did, Buddhas did, what I did.
So same as to rejoice.
Yeah.
So it's like anything that people did, good action. I mean,
Rejoice and the dedication, then bodhicitta, they're very similar, or is intention. Follow
okay.
them. Yeah. So your mind can just think anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can bring anything, your intentionally. So then long as your mind have ability, so you can dedicate. Yeah. So ordinary beings, like always we think what I did and then dedicate. But then this is like Bodhisattvas have a more method, skillful method. Means they use not only their own something good deeds, so they use others too and dedicate for other beings.
So you don't have to think more details on that. The intention here is the focus. But
Yeah.
how about confessing?
Detail is we don't know. Like really past Buddha what they did, future Buddha what they're going to do, present Buddhas. That's all is like really beyond our thoughts, right? What they're doing.
Yeah.
Benefit. Just mentally that thing is like creating something positive, like good intention, creating. Mm. So this bodhicitta action, everything is like even smallest thoughts also bring the good intention. All the actions, thoughts, everything that bring the good intention. So that's the reason the intention has like very big in the West. The intention, good intention, have very small. Something what I did like wanted to do dedication for someone's. The big and the West is like they think about all these sentient beings, good deeds. I'm going to dedication for others. So like that, many different levels there. So main point is always just good intention, kindness mind creating. Each action create all the kindness mind, kindness thoughts. Some otherwise like something is like really no make sense. But then for the practice, you create something good thoughts. So doesn't matter which way you can get good thoughts, create good thoughts. Or deliver maybe no make sense, but you get long as you get good intention using something different method, and then that's also positive already.
So the kindness. that might reminds me that in the Chitin Sungkung's dedication, it says that moistened by loving kindness, then compassion and bodhicitta.
Yeah.
When I read this, are those the three different, different levels? I mean, or are they are the same? They are the same meaning. I mean, the base is the same. What I understand is like it's gradually in kind of go deeper into your the bodhicitta will be the highest level of the love, right? This is all about love. So the kindness is then compassion, then the bodhicitta. So are they kind of like a gradually increase the level of the love, something like that, or
Yeah,
just
yeah. As long as you have it doing the dedications and the mind generations already bodhicitta. So
already?
dedication is a part of bodhicitta.
But the bodhicitta is
Yeah.
it's not that easy to attend. I mean, that's what I understand. It's like our practice is try to attend the bodhicitta, right? It's like if you complete the bodhicitta, you will accomplish some sort of. but right now we are working on that. So still in a way. So that's.
Yeah, but as like you doing something dedication like mind generation, that's already bodhicitta there. Then bodhicitta has many different levels, like you realization ways, like absolutely bodhicitta or relative to the bodhicitta, aspiration bodhicitta, engaging bodhicitta. So then which levels? They have a dependent, right?
Yeah.
So all the practice is bring into the bodhicitta. So that's the bodhisattva does. Generosity with bodhicitta, morality bodhicitta, patience with bodhicitta, love with bodhicitta, compassion bodhicitta, or meditation like 4 thoughts with bodhicitta. Every action is follow the bodhicitta, the practitioners, bodhisattvas. Bodhicitta is intention. So whatever you're doing, actions, body, speech, minds, or thoughts is bring into the bodhicitta, take into the bodhicitta. So that is the bodhisattvas. Like it's coming here today also, like they said, this practice is like bodhisattvas use Mahayana, the lower workers use Hinayana. It's same action, but it's dependent. Intention change different. Yeah. So bodhicitta, like, it's hard, like we not get the level or something different. First, we have to create something here and then get in bodhicitta. So that is like usually we take the teaching, like go that way, but level by level. When you use practice, like not exactly like that. When you practice it, just each action is bodhicitta.
So that's why you practice the bodhicitta. Begin with the love of your mother, then you increase the scope of that love.
Yeah, that's the first step by step follow, and also follow the teaching. But long as you know how to do this bodhicitta practice, then love is bodhicitta, compassion is bodhicitta. Yeah. So love is like we wishing other beings free from. Love is we wishing everyone has happiness. So we wishing everyone have permanent happiness, enlightenment. Then causes of our happiness, we wishing every being practice Dharma. So then already bodhicitta. That's I wanted to have for others. That's I wanted to create for others. So it's already bodhicitta there.
Okay, that's a 4 major measurables.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if others has question. I have so many questions. It's like next time I have a question on that.
Okay, so we can talk more about that, and now we go to the teaching. So which page yesterday we leave measure?
So we're at the beginning of the new unit on page 114, so the middle. Progression along the paths and bhumis.
Oh, I see. It's the hardest section. We leave it there.
Yeah.
Okay. So no, it's really, really hard here. No easy.
Just getting harder and harder, Kimpo.
Progression along the paths and the premise. So that's thus dedicating our roots of virtue in the proper manner. Our progression along the Bodhisattva premise and the path is outlined in the root text as follows. So root text is a Jataran Jiktin Detan Takwasa. Like that, transcending worldly samsara and reaching the pure premise. So the root text, then it's the root text actually commentary is very, very short information on the commentary. If we create longer, it's like really, really big, these commentaries. But here we have only just giving names and the short informations. So when we practice the Mahayana Dharma, so this is the essence of Mahayana. So Mahayana means like bodhicitta. So talk about bodhicitta, then that is Mahayana. So what difference is Hinayana and Mahayana? Who has bodhicitta, so that is Mahayana. Who don't have bodhicitta, so then that is called Hinayana. Hinayana actually must have to have also love and compassion too. They also have love and compassion. The love and compassion, even the non-Buddhists also have. So Buddhists, non-Buddhists, what difference is? Who took the refuge to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, that is a Buddhist. Who didn't take the refuge to Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, that is called non-Buddhist. Then what the difference is Mahayana and the Hinayana, who take the Buddhist Chitta's vow, receive the Bodhicitta vow, so that is the Mahayana, and who didn't receive the Bodhicitta vow, so that is called Hinayana. So the love compassion section, actually you cannot make difference like in the Mahayana and the Hinayana. Even like all this like non-Buddhists also have love, they also have a compassion, but then the high level love and the compassion is only who has a realization. So not regular people has like really deeper level love and the compassion. So the love compassion also so many different kind there. So some is a part of the due to the like kind of a attachment love and the compassion, So unconditional love and the compassion, realize the nature, then love, compassion. They all have different levels. So then bodhicitta is like, I want to benefit these beings. I want to take to Buddhahood all these beings. That's the reason I'm going to put all effort to, practice Dharma. So that's thinking, that mind is very powerful. And that kind of like intention who has is that intention who has, that is called Bodhisattva. And that is only Mahayana has. So Hinayana, they have love, compassion for others, but they don't thinking about I'm going to every beings take to the Buddhahood. That's the reason I'm going to put effort for Dharma practice. So Hinayana means like, oh, this is samsara is ridiculous. I really don't want to be in the samsara. I want to liberate. So much ever I can put effort to liberate. So that is called the Hinayana. But then Mahayana, Hinayana both practice Dharma, but the intention only makes a difference. So what is Mahayana, what is Hinayana? The Hinayana tradition also generosity too, they give generosity. And that does also like different kind of levels practice Dharma. So then the way we traverse the premise and the path is as follows. So this premise is called, Tibetan is called Sa. What means Sa means earth. So earth, like think about the path, the road. The road is on the earth. And if you're going to build the house, you have to build the houses in the earth. So if you're going to play something, also you have to play in the ground. So like that, that's the reason everything hold the earth hold everything. So that means like permits means like all these qualities, like, you know, progressing is you know, progressing. That's the reason is like permit is the same as the earth. So that's more examples that are coming, I think. Permits and the path is as follows. When we are still at the stage of being, ordinary being, we ascend through the path of accumulation, the first of the 5 paths to enlightenment. So then we are see that the way we traverse the premise and the path is as follows. So first we're talking about the paths. The reason is the beginners not in the premise. So beginners on the path. Path is as follows. For me also path, but path is like not only the higher level practitioners. When we are still at the stage of being in ordinary being, so we are in the ordinary being. Ordinary being is not in the permit level. The ordinary being is on the path, but this path is the accumulation path and the engaging path. So that true path is ordinary beings, not the you know, realizations. So no, right now we are actually ordinary. We are in the accumulation path. We are not yet in the permit level. Then the ordinary path accumulation also has 3 different levels. The first of the they talk about the first of the 5 path to enlightenment, like accumulation path, engaging path, seeing path, meditation path, no learning path. So that is 5 different paths. So the path is all the way to ordinary being to become Buddhahood is like 5 paths, follows 5 paths. The first 2 paths is ordinary path. The seeing path is become, you know, absolute truth, Bodhisattva's path. And the first 2 is like relative truth, Bodhisattvas, ordinary Bodhisattvas. So this path consists of the 3 levels, means like this first one is like accumulation path has 3, this path consists of the 3 levels. Accumulation path has 3 levels, smaller, middling, and greater. So smaller part and middling and greater part. So this all information, more detail is in the Abhidhamma teachings and you know, like Mahayana teachings that talk about more details. The first level, smaller level, when you get the hit that level, then the Bodhisattva is called Bodhisattva. So if that levels, you know, the person's like ability and the courage have other beings and their action, you know, the qualities, but not really, you know, mostly beings not yet the level 2, first one. So right now we're seeing the good teachers, some like spiritual, good ones, maybe in the smaller, the part, the accumulation part, the level there could be. I don't I don't know the individually, but mostly not yet in the, or even the smaller less, this accumulation part. Mostly people, mostly just sanghas, dharma practitioners, who get in the level is like talk about the qualities, the abilities is really high. So I know some teachers we thought is a kind of a Buddhas. They said that they are maybe only in the smaller accumulation part. So the that means like we are actually not yet in the even smaller less part accumulation part. But intellectually, of course, we can study this understanding, but not only in intellectual ways, but you have something gaining the realization, you know, the like your practices become very stable, something qualities arise. So that is the smaller. The middle lane is more higher than that, and the greater is more better than that. Highest level, this accumulation part has three different levels. So these all details is come from Abhidhamma and other teachings that talk about this person's level and the realization qualities, which kind, you know, emotions they already like purifying. So that level is really not easy get to that level. But some intellectually we are in this accumulation path level. The what means accumulation path means like study dharma, understanding absolute truth, intellectually understanding absolute truth. So that's we have. Long as you study all this like essence of Mahayana, and we talk already like stage of meditation and this all the six paramita teachings. Long as you receive these teachings, and then you understand what means absolute truth. So intellectually, we understand the absolute truth. What means absolute truth? Like you have a uncertainty. Certainty. I think uncertainty is no doubt, right? Uncertainty. Certainty is you have a doubt, right? Thought still.
Opposite. If you're uncertain, you have doubts. If you're certain, you have no doubts.
Okay, certainty. Okay, then that's correct. No uncertainty. Sorry, certainty. So you have a certainty, like everything is emptiness, understanding intellectually, no doubt. So when you have that confident, then you are intellectually accumulation part. But still not, I think it's like practicing realization, gaining the, you know, qualities still. So you have to walk through that, purifying still karma there. So then passing through this, we reach the next of the five paths, the path of a closer approach path. So this is sometimes we call engaging path, and the path of a closer approach. On this path, which consists of the four stages. So this the path of the closer approach has four different levels, four stages. So we progress through the stage of one, the zenith, forbearance, and finally supreme dharma. So this stage is like followed by also your experience. The name is followed by your meditation experience. We progress through the stage of one, means like your mind has kind of like one means like, you know, like just like something you like purifying. Your mind is become, you recognize a power. heat, heat like murder the eyes. So same thing like that, you recognize your own experience, you have one means like you're just something like, in the positive, in the your have quality. So you feels like you purifying karma, subduing our emotions, warmth. Uh, so that is the first experience when you get into this the part of the closer approach, first level. Then the zenith. Uh, so uh, so zenith is actually very high level for this ordinary practitioners level. Zenith, forbearance, and have really good practice patience. The relative level, good level practice patience, forbearance. So then finally Supreme Dharma Chincho is there's great level in the ordinary people's ordinary people's like realization. It's great highest level. So this here is only just mention about the names. If we really go to more details, and then Abhidhamma Alankara, this also the Abhidhamma teachings, Mayamika teachings, they share this part is very detailed, but really hard to understand because we don't know these levels experience, and they just say, oh yeah, but you really cannot get much because we don't have experience at that levels, what they're going to purify karma, and the experience they talk about, that's a lot. So then we accomplish the 4 legs of miraculous activities. When you get in this, this closer part, the part of the closer approach. So then this there has these qualities. So we accomplished the 4 legs of miraculous activities. So this first one progress through the stage of warmth, means like first one has this the 4 leg of miraculous activity, the quality that has. So then there also has lots of details. What means this, the 4 leg of miraculous activities. This really good explain also in the Geonomic Liberation, Gambupa's book. So he talked about all these 5 parts, and also he talked about this 10th Bodhisattva Pami levels, more details. So this part is usually in the require in the Sheda. So you always debating with others, and we have to learn this part. Very important. But practitioners, so the just you know names actually is okay, I think. We go to more details, is like then sometimes you get in the more complicated there, very hard. So that's why we stuck in the Sheda is like 10 years, 12 years, 10, 20 years, because due to this kind of the topics. So anyway, no, it's just names, you can understand what it's talking about there. So this 4 also this explain each one is like what means legs. So legs is like walking, right? So you're going to get this 5 actually the 4 legs of miracle activities. So you're going to get miracle activity, you create the causes of a miracle activity actually, because the leg is walking, right? Leg is walking, going there, so you create actually these miracle activities. So this example is this follow the two differences, the four leg of miracle activities. Means like legs going. So why is it called the leg? Then there's four miracle activities. Means that different levels of qualities. So these different levels of qualities you creating in this first the warm part, progress through the stage of one part, warmth, warmth there. When you get the level, you creating these qualities there. So I don't know how to explain more details. It's hard to explain that part. We gain the 5 faculties and the 5 powers. So that is in the zenith level. So then you have this, we gain the 5 faculties and the 5 powers. 5 faculties, 5 powers, like you gain means like you get the causes of create a cause. You have something, create, and so 5 faculties like absolute truth, the Buddhist house faculties, like you seeing totally different. So right now we have ordinary 5 faculties. So when you get in this level, you create the special 5 faculties, like Bodhisattvas, like absolute truth, the Bodhisattvas 5 faculties, is like have more quality. So that's we gain the 5 faculties and the 5 powers, and we are practicing for our own personal liberation. So everything we accomplish remain in the realm of the Hinayana or lesser workers. If we are practicing for the sake of others, or those attainment happening within the realm of the Mahayana, the great worker. So anyway, the main point is here is the accumulation part, and also the part of the closer approach. And that level has so many different kinds of practice dharma. So this all is thinking about your own benefits, then it's called Hinayana. This practice only thinking about for others, then it's called Mahayana. So the intention makes a difference, change, intention change. Then great workers. Then when our wisdom dawns such that we can directly perceive dharmata, we reach the first bodhisattva bhumi. So then after finish this first 2 part, is get to the bodhisattva first bhumi. So there's a bodhisattva first bhumi is called seeing part, called the Rapta Gava. So why means Rapta Gava means a sublime joy. So when you get in the first Bhumi Bodhisattva, it's like really joy, because you realize your absolute truth. So this person has realization, absolute truth realization. This accumulation, engaging part, so we put effort and understanding intellectually, but we don't have realized absolute truth. But we are more gaining to there, going into the realization. So when you get in the first Bhumi Bodhisattva level, then you have realization. So seeing Bhumi means like you seeing absolute truth is perfect there. So first Bhumi Bodhisattva seeing absolute truth. Same is Buddha's absolute truth. Seeing is no difference. Seeing is the same. They're both seeing absolute truth. But the Buddhist first primi Bodhisattva need more habitual at that. And Buddha already completing that. But the seeing, the level is the same. I'll give you many examples. So, you know, the other two part is like you never been to some countries. So you're talking about the country, about the city. So someone telling you all this city and it's telling you these maps, draw city, everything. So that is like, you know, accumulation part and the engaging part. So engaging part, even you don't get in the city, but you visually you have perfectly come everything in your mind. But you really don't see the truth, but visually you have. So that is accumulation and engaging part. But then when you get in the city, it's same as the seeing part, you know. But still you have to learn many things in the city. So that is the then third, second premise, third premise, fourth, all the way to 10th level premise. So that city is Buddha live there, and first premise also get there. That's why it's seeing is the same. But then first premise Bodhisattva, they don't have experience in the whole cities. They don't know that each road, and they don't know all these different houses, what they have, right? So, but actually first premise already get in there. So that kind of, you know, example that they're talking about the difference. Seeing means like the seeing absolute truth. Then as we practice and gain more stability in our wisdom, we progress to the second premise. So then you practice more, become you gain in the second premise. So this first premise is already accomplishment is generosity. So the generosity level, same is Buddha. So the joy also, why is it they have called sublime joy? Because someone asked like, can you help me? Can you give me something? They hear that voice, they get joy. So one is the reason is like that called the name is joy. And also your own level, you know, inner mind is always joy. Because you have realized absolute truth. So as we practice, gain more stability, then we have to practice more in our wisdom. We progress to the second premise called the Dhammamepa, stainless. So this called stainless, first, second one is the reason is the second premise Bodhisattva no any non-virtuous deeds. They don't create even in the dream non-virtuous deeds. So that's why it's called stainless. It's completely morality. The third premise is elimination. So then same thing like this, progress to the second premise is they become more used to, more habitual at the elimination. Elimination is kind of, you know, like glimpses, seeing like something, you know, elimination. Raptagawa Satamboradaga Nivarava Sumba Wusiba. It's realization. And so you have like, you know, glimpses, like something, you know, you can have a power, and also you can have you know, recognize your karma is like, you know, purifying. So there has it's, I don't remember exactly what that is like, you know, the actually part of the mind realizes, so your mind has like the clarity part is become very strong, and you know, it's you have something like quality arise there. So that's why it's called the for me it's gain called the where is we elimination. The fourth is radiating light. So fourth is radiating light. It's kind of say the limit. The third is elimination, means like, you know, like same is a fire. Think about you create light fire, and you're seeing like means like you also purifying karma, but you keep others benefiting purifying their karma. Like the seeing like so benefit others. You know, the others karma also purifying. Then fourth one is radiating light. Is like, so same is the create fire. Fire burn, you know, the other object. Same is like when you get this level, burning all the negative karmas, our own negative karma, and also other beings helping for burning others karma too. So that has a lot of qualities. The talk about the two, actually their own each level has, you know, obscurations. Obscuration is burning. Each level talk about the burning obscuration, but each level has like different levels of burning. This all nature is not changing, same. When you meditate, the level is always the same. The first primi bodhisattva to 10th level bodhisattva, nature mind meditation is no difference. But when they come back to post meditation, have a little bit different qualities. So that's why they created these different bodhisattva levels. The fifth is difficult to master. Then fifth, the bodhisattvas, why is it called difficulty? You know, they purify difficulty on obscuration, and also they help for purify others difficulty karma too. So that's why they're called difficulty path. This is the difficult to master. The sixth is actualizing. So then you're realizing. Actualizing means like just meditation. The seventh is gone far. It's gone far from the relatively ordinary. So close to the Buddha. Attaining these seven bodhisattvas premise. So this all course, the first to seven premise is like seven bodhisattvas. Is called the impure bodhisattva stage. This first to seven is called impure bodhisattva stages. One transcend samsara and achieve four of the branch of enlightenment. So one transcend samsara and achieve four of the branch of enlightenment. So this level bodhisattva also have these qualities arise. So achieve four of the branch of enlightenment. Then one reach the four path, so get into the four path, the path of meditation. This corresponds to the attainment of the 8 branches of accomplishment or illusory aswan. Actually, this fourth path is meditation path is starting from second primi to all the way 10th level bodhisattva. So then you finish this 7-level Bodhisattva permits, after this corresponds to the attainment of the 8th branch of accomplishment of illusory one. Their own one progress through the final 3 premise. So these pure bodhisattvas refer to as the 3 pure stages. These are the 8 premise. Immovable means like no any kind of this bodhisattva no really have to do put any effort naturally into the meditation state. Even like subtle silly level that don't have to put effort. Of course, this first Pemi Bodhisattva to 7th level Bodhisattva, or this Bodhisattva don't have to put effort much, but especially when you get in the Pemi Bodhisattva, you don't have to put subtle less effort. It's naturally you can into the absolute truth, the immovable. The 9th Pemi excellent intelligence. So then there's excellent intelligence. And the 10th Pimi rank clause of Dharma. So then the benefit, like same as rank clause, is giving Dharma for other beings. Once this have been realized, all phenomena are recognized as having the nature of equality. The Dharmakaya is actualized. Actualized means their own benefits, thus fulfilling one's own benefit. For the benefit of others, the true aspect of Ripakaya, form body, manifests and spontaneously and effortlessly perform the benefit of sentient beings. The essence of these premise or stages expressed in the root text. So that's all is like 10 Bodhisattva, 10 premise Bodhisattva, 5 parts. But I cannot share this very details because my English is not enough to sharing or this more detail. So even I'm going to share this more detail is like take at least like couple days for go through this each level. So first Pemi Bodhisattva example, then which kind of completion, we already told the Janarasti, then which kind of quality there has, that we have to talk all about these qualities. And so then which kind of purified karma, so we have to talk about that. And then these bodhisattvas hold the realization that we have to talk about, all the realization of bodhisattva, first primi bodhisattva. Then also second, third, all has these different levels. So first primi bodhisattva, we talk about the joy, why is joy? And why is it called seeing primi bodhisattva? And why is it called the Pumi, means all these levels. So they have lots of informations, each has. And then of course this 5 part. So if we go to each part, it takes each week 1 part sharing. So that means 5 parts, 10 Pumis. Even if we go more detail, it takes really longer. Even we share like short information, but take longer. Then go more details. It takes monthly. So no easy information. But this all is just names like giving us like say, okay, United States, Canada, like this different countries. But then you about think about which different country, what their policies, like which kind of they're benefiting their people, and you learn all these different country what they has different systems. Then you take time, right? No easy. So like that. So then when we finish the 10th level Primi Bodhisattva, it's become until that is up into the like enlightening Buddhahood. It's become Buddha. So now we go to 118. The root text. So penetrating the 10 premise, one attains the result of three countless eons. So this the path is take 3 eons to enlightenment. So this Mahayana follow 3 eons take enlightenment. So that means like take longer time. The first 2 paths, the accumulation engaging path take 1 eon, and then seeing path to 7 permit bodhisattva 1 eon, and then third permit to 8 permit to Buddhahood 1 eon. So it takes like 3 eons to become Buddhahood. So that's why it's 3 permit 1 attain the result of the 3 countless eons. The meditation itself that realize the absolute nature of Dharma Dharma is the same from the first permit to the 10th permit. There is no difference. The first permit to 10th permit level is actually no difference. What is no difference? The realization, the absolute nature of permit is the same from the first permit to all the 10th level permit bodhisattva. Then why is it difference? Because the quality is different. The quality is become ability is like changing, and the realization part is always same. They're same. So you are more stable, you are more used to your realization nature of Dharma Dharma, then you have more ability. So however, from the point of view of the past meditation period, each of the 10 permits presents increase in the degree and the magnitude, right, of the Bodhisattva's ability to benefit others through sending out emanations, refining appearance into Buddha affairs, practicing generosity, and so forth. So then why is there has a difference, however, from the point of view of the post meditation? So the post meditation have different abilities. In this 10th level, first permit to 10th level Bodhisattva, the post meditation have different, ability, qualities. In the meditation, realization is the same, no difference. So this is the Mahayana tradition. We're not talking about Vajrayana tradition. This is a Mahayana path. So then have ability to benefit others through sending out, emanating, refining appearances into Buddha affairs, practicing general and so forth. As for the silent definition of a permit, silent definition of a permit. What means the permit?
Salient.
Salient, I say salient. That's the salient definition of a permit. The Tibetan words for this is a sa, which means ground, basis, or earth. A permit is a stage or basis for us to measure the growth of awakening qualities. Each stage forms a platform for the next. So that's why it's called the permit. Tibetan called sa is actually ground, basis, or earth. So the reason is a basis for us to measure the ground of awakening quality. Each stage forms platform for the next. Then once we reach the first permit, we gain in erection of 4 perfections to complete. So once we reach the first pyramid, we gain in erectional means 4 perfection to complete on top of the 6 perfections. So here is talking about erection of 4 perfections. The first we have 6 perfection. So we know that generosity to all the wisdom is a 6 perfection. Then also on the top of the 6 perfection of the generosity and the rest, this erection of 4 perfection are the perfection of skillful means. Skillful means the 7th pyramid. The perfection of aspirational prayer is 8th pyramid. The perfection of power is 9th, and the perfection of the promoter awareness is a 10th level bodhisattva. So that's why it's called 10th pyramid bodhisattvas. And this quality is like slightly changing, you know. That's why the 10th level bodhisattva. Inner level is the same, but the author like kind of we see the post meditation ability is slightly changing. So that's why it's the grow stages, you know, grow up the levels. From the path of accumulation up to the path of close approach, we gather the first seed of countless eons. So 1 eon takes in the, you know, seeing the accumulation up to the path of close approach. So these two paths takes 1 eon, countless eons. First set of countless eons. World of accumulations and purifications. From the path of seeing the first pyramid up to the 7th, we gain the second seat of countless eons. Then they take another eons. World of accumulation and purifications. From the 8th pyramid to the 10th pyramid, we gather the 3rd and final seat of countless eons. So, world of accumulations. Bear in mind that is in the interest of convincing that we attach a numerical value on these countless eons, world of accumulations, to make the concept easier to grapple with. So here is talking about the eons. So this eon is like many years. So countless number 1 eon is really. So whole thing about Buddhahood is not easy, right? Yeah.
God.
This is all a prelude to the next chapter, right?
Wow.
I mean, this is the bad news, and the good news is coming.
That is not bad news. This is good news. Take eons in the book.
How is that good?
Because you can eons like practice Dharma, eons you can benefit others.
Oh yeah, that's great.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Well, and I think that the footnote number 23 really describes what you're talking about, Kempo, with the ability to put a time on this. If we read the footnote number 23, it talks about the 3 periods of countless eons.
Periods of countless eons. One met logically ask how one can put a finite number as modifier of something that is countless. This is another common paradox in Buddhist lore. The word countless here is meant to cannot. What is a cannot?
Connote.
Not an amount that surpasses our conceptual ability to quantify. However, di- dividing into three seats gives the practitioner hope and the ability to envision the possibility of attaining the result.
So basically, it's divided into 3 so that we don't feel hopeless. Correct?
Yeah.
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 So it's good news or what is it Sandra say?
Well, you made a good point that after the path of accumulation and the engaging path, after the first eon, then you're busy helping everyone. So that's great. But the first eon is the rub.
Yeah. So hardest, we are right now is the hardest part.
It's only 1 eon, Sandra.
So if you get the first Pimi level, then eon is actually not exist. This is like create like our ordinary perception. Eon is like first Pimi Bodhisattva. The time is not exist for them. So time is not exist for them. That means like karpa keche your keche karpa your the Tibetan words. What that means? That they have ability. 1 second is create like 1 eon. 1 second is there put in 1 eons they put into the 1 second. So that the Bodhisattva first permit, then long as you get the level, and the eon is like not really nothing. So that means like 1 eon is like that put in the 1 second. That time is a 63 seconds is going, 1 single nerve. It's like the Dharma, like, the philosophy is called single nerve. 63, like kind of a second is like moving, it's changing. So, the very, very subtle level, second. I don't know what they called it, but anyway. So 1 eons they can bring to like that. 1 second, subtle level second is like they take to the 1 eon. So the Bodhisattvas 1 second, they can go to this first Pimi Bodhisattva go to the 100 different pure land. They can go to like 100 different meet Buddhas, like receive teachings like 1 second time. So that means like the eons bring to the second. So that is like not our ordinary people has capacity and the thinking like bring the mind to understand.
The thing that really worries me about the first eon, about my life, regular ordinary life, is we want to believe that we're evolving and things, we improve, we purify karma, and we're developing bodhicitta. But it seems quite possible to me that you could just spin around in circles or de-evolve depending on your life circumstances or maybe your reactions to them. Like, it just seems possible that you could be stuck like in a whirlpool of samsara and not come out. So that's the scary part.
So that's the reason we need a Mahamudra. and Vajrayana. So then that's the reason we need a Buddha Amitabha practice, go into the pure line. So the practice Vajrayana, practice Buddha Amitabha, whatever this we're doing, so we have to use this Mahayana method, create these intentions, good intentions, practice. Yeah, so this the actually, you know, follow the philosophy and what Buddha Shakyamuni did. He said he accumulated 3 eons. You know, first eon he followed this all this been the path, like first step 1 eon, then second step 1 eon, third step he 3 eons to enlightenment. So see, that's like Buddha Shakyamuni. He is the 4th Buddha, right? The 1,000 Buddhas like coming is like he's the 4th Buddhas. So this traditional Buddha, I think we can say traditional Buddhas. 1,000 Buddhas are like already seat already there, booked. So we cannot get in book there. So this Buddha have to do more effort to, because you have to become, you know, mean Buddha. You have to take that seat. You have to follow 3 eons to get into that level to, you know, even they have realized, but they're still they created this all accumulation merit in the eons working for the benefiting others. So benefiting others. So now we have this you know, the practice, like different kind of practice. There usually I don't think so take 3 eons. 3 lifetime also too long for us. So we want only 1 lifetime become Buddha. Don't want to be three lifetime, 7 lifetime. That's also too long. 1 eon is terrible, you know. Don't think about that. So now what we have to do is use this method, and at the same time is practice Mahamudra. You know, what is it? The Jigten Sumgun said is Zopa Sanje Zingpoche 3 years. What is Jigten Sumgun said is very beautiful words. He said like Buddha is just saying 3 eons is no. It's just he created so much like scared for people. The is his no need 3 eons. Like if you realize Mahamudra, then one lifetime is Buddhahood. So 3 eons, I don't remember exactly. So I find that I can share you tomorrow. Usually I remember the words is like Zopa Sanje Shopoche, but not remember exactly, so I can share you tomorrow. Anyway, so you can go directly seeing path right now. If you into meditate nature state, you are already seeing path there, seeing path. Seeing path. So then what is the difference here, this is seeing path, and our ability is seeing path? This seeing path is a realization. Our seeing is like you use these pit instructions, you can seeing true nature, but not stable because we didn't have enough practice. long as you put effort, the seeing part is one lifetime is already the seeing part. So what that means, like you get more stable, seeing part is stable. So this pit instruction, oral instruction, what that means, like directly introduce seeing part. So then you recognize the seeing part. If you have a right teacher, right teaching, as long as you have enough accumulation merit, you recognize seeing part, seeing. But then our seeing part, the not stable if we don't practice. So that's the reason we have to put effort, meditation, and practice. Long as you realize natural mind, we have to put effort and meditate, practice. So this bodhisattva is become very stable level. It's follow the stage and the kind of with a tradition, or I don't know, maybe how to say tradition also not really great words. Just stages one level by level, and then all this one by one that get qualities and step up and step up and step up all the way go up to the seeing part. So this what we have is more this special teachings is directly showing the seeing part. So even you don't have that qualities one by one to get in there, but you recognize seeing part. So long as you take care of that, use different kind of method, and first eon is already in the seeing part. We get in the seeing part. Then, long as you have seeing part, it's like think about the first permit to 7 permit Bodhisattva level is called 1 eons. So that eon is like first Bodhisattva is like 1 second is 1 eon. They have ability that. So ordinary person is 1 eon, but Bodhisattva has like 1 second is become take to the 1 eon. So that means like individual ordinary person does 1 eon accumulation. Practice is Bodhisattvas can do 1 second. So 1 eon right away they're done there. Okay, so now I give you good news. So then 9th, 8, 9, 10 Buddhist, for me, Bodhisattvas, long as we get it, there is the same as Buddha actually. So you wanted to be there longer to benefit others, or just like your name is become get Buddha, or you just name is like Bodhisattva, you be there, whatever is you have ability. Same is Mujoshira and the Chinrezek. So they didn't call Buddhist Buddha because they're just the name is like use the Bodhisattva and said that I'm going to stay in this level to benefit others. I think you be there is more connect with easily the other sentient beings. Looks like, I don't know. So Buddha is already more beyond somewhere else. So you stay in the 10th level Bodhisattva means like maybe more connections. So that's I really don't know the why is the Chinrez and Manjushri they stay in the 10th level Bodhisattva to benefiting others. But anyway, like maybe your thing about your name is a change, title is a change. So then like maybe you cannot really connect with others like much. You have something different levels. So this bodhisattvas like become Buddha and the sentient beings between, and someone can be king, you know, like right with their king name, but I say, no, I'm not going to take the king names. I use like minister, and then you be with this public and the king between. So using the power and the benefiting. So kind of like that. And this bodhisattvas, but this eon means like there just can't be Buddha like that, or there be like eons there. It's the same as like Buddha, but actually not much difference. So that's the reason this 3 eon is like not that difficult, okay? Don't worry about it.
That's comforting.
Yeah, otherwise we go to Hinayana is better. Hinayana 3 lifetimes take to the liberation, ahats. So go to the 3 eons is too long. Okay, so then I think we've where is it? So I see this concludes. I see conclude a complete overview of the first portion from the root text discussing training the mind via the casual exoteric vehicle of paramitas. We have already addressed 3 out of the 4 dharmas to be practiced. This brings us to the 4th dharma, how to practice the resultant vehicle of the sacred mantra Vajrayana path. So then next way we're going to talk about Vajrayana path. So let's finish 4 different levels there. 3, I think 3 finish, we finish 3. So refuge vow, Pakimoksha vow, Bodhisattva vows. We finish 3 vows. So now next is coming Vajrayana vows. Okay, do you have any questions there?
Well, I thought when Sandra said, well, this is the bad part, or this is the bad news, but the good news is coming, I thought she was referring to chapter 4 Vajrayana.
Yes,
That we
I
can
was.
take the okay, good. We could take the fast path.
Trami somyan zimborda. Zobu sanje zimbochi. Trami somyan zimborda. Okay, so no. Any question do you have? No questions, so we can dedication.
And just not related to this teaching, it's like we are going to start the way of the Bodhisattva, right? Do we have any readings on that?
Way of Bodhisattva, yes, we're going to send the root text
Soon?
through the by email. Already did or not yet? David
Yes.
here, Maryland here. Do you send already?
Yeah,
I
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Mary.
But I'm
It's
gonna
already
email out to the bigger group later, but it's gone out.
okay. I'll check the email then. Thank
So,
you.
Kwon, I sent an email today, and if you go on the website, it's available. The root text is available to download on the Gardroma website
Okay.
now.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we follow the root text, then commentary, many different commentaries. So you can then find the different commentaries. There are so many commentaries.
There is so many. I bought a book called No Time to Rules. That is, I just read that, and it's kind of very good. I recommend.
So that is also a way of Bodhisattva's commentary?
Yeah. It's by the Pema Chodron.
I see. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's
I
a
believe
commentary.
that-
Some commentaries are just really short, some is really long. So some has 2 volumes, some commentaries one book. And anyway, we're going to follow the root text. Follow the commentaries. It's really hard to. It's great, but it's take years.
I have a question, Kempo.
Yes.
So we say that the Vajrayana path is the fast path, and I understand that. But then if we talk about eon being a split second, then even the Mahayana path can be a fast path.
Yeah, it's long as have a person has the ability and it become, its eons can be very short. So must be realization. First must be realized, realization. So otherwise eons cannot bring to the short.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kempo, I have a question. Well, so as part of those eons, have we already gone through some of them?
We are not yet. So we don't know actually. Follow the sutra tradition, really stages, follow the stages. We say no, but we not really follow the stages, like, you know, get the one level, practice like quality, then go up to another one, then go to another one. We just try to get whatever we get, you know. And we're going all the way up to like second eons practice also we're doing. Not first eons practice, we're also doing second eons practice too.
So can we accomplish all the eons simultaneously? Can we do all the eons all at once?
The practice is yes, but eons cannot put simultaneously. Eons means time. So today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, yesterday, today, tomorrow, we cannot put together. So you can do yesterday, today, tomorrow, job is one time together, like one day. 3 days job you can put one day, right?
Yes, usually.
Yeah, you can do. So 3 days food you can eat one day. Yes, I can.
Yeah, I might not feel so good, but yeah.
It's very good. So 3 days food, like, okay, small pieces of 3 days food, just eat hot. That thing is hot, one day is okay. Yeah.
I have a comment, Kempo.
Mm.
So to me, it seems like it's all so that you don't become complacent, because when you even having a one meditation class for 20 minutes, like the first time I had a wonderful result immediately, like right away. And so I was like, well, maybe I can stop now. You know, I got something. But it seems like with this, there's no end. You know, eons and eons, you can still practice and you're still not, you know, there's still more. There's always more you can do. There's, like you said, you can, you can always be serving sentient beings, and you can always be serving the Dharma. Even if you think there's something amazing you found, there's always more that you can't even imagine because you're not there, you know? So to me, it's just very beautiful and very inspiring, and it makes it so you don't become complacent. And so there's like positive never enough, like positive never enough, like you're always doing, there's always more for you to do. And that's what I see. So it's very good news to me.
Mm-hmm. So that's a good courage. Bodhisattva has a courage. That's the reason they can stay 3 eons in the benefiting others. So I want one life Buddhahood, not 3 eons. Okay, so then who has, we finish, yeah? So you can hear the song is correctly, right? Clearly, voice, everything?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
I didn't use the airbeats and anything, just today is the first time doing this. Is you can hear, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that is I'm using the new computer, artist computer. That's why, new one. This voice is become pick up different.
Great.
Yeah. Fast, easy, and clear everything. Okay, so thank you everyone. Then we do the dedication together with
Thank
this.
you.
This us Manjushri take care us. Today, the Thomas, please, can you do dedication? Lead us.
Yes,
Yes,
Emaho. In the center is a marvelous Buddha Amitabha of boundless light. On the right side is the Lord of great compassion. And on the left is Vajrapani, the Lord of powerful means. All are surrounded by limitless Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Immeasurable peace and happiness is the blissful Pure Land, Dewachin. When I and all beings pass from samsara, may we be born there without taking samsaric rebirth. May I have the blessings of meeting Amitabha face to face. By the power of the blessings of the Buddha and the Bodhisattvas, the 10 directions, may we attain aspiration without hindrance. Tayata, Panchadriva, Avabodhinai, Svoha. Bodhicitta, the excellent and precious mind. Where it is unborn, may it arise. Where it is born, may it not decline, but ever increase higher and higher. By this virtue, may I achieve omniscience by defeating all enemies, confusion. May all who travel on the waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death cross the ocean of samsara. As Manjushri the warrior realized the ultimate state, and as did Samathamadra, I will follow in their path and fully dedicate all merits for all sentient beings. May the teachings of the great Trikumpa Ratnashri, who is omniscient, Lord of the Dharma, master of interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation until the end of samsara.
Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kemp. Thank you so much,
Thank
Kemp.
you, Kempo.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you, Temple.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kempo.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
This
Thank you,
Mahayana,
Sangha.
I think so Mahayana, this Bodhisattva section is really long, hardest part is we finish. I didn't think that we can share. It's too long and hard. So many details, but you all have a good patience. Well, I can
Kempo, you're an excellent teacher.
Yes.
So we liked Upsy, they did good things, many things. Bumso is like actually all the energy is come from our group to bring all people get energy, positive everyone. So I love when we are in the screen, like all these groups like who come this group, and when we talked teaching in the Pardo, so that time most people who was there, they all come back. So then they all come back. We did the practice. Everyone, they feel the good energy and the practice, power of practice. So that is the see all our effort bring benefit, world peace peace for benefiting others. So you recognize that, right? We did a good job. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it's a wonderful
So,
job, actually, really.
I realized when we're doing this before, all the in the screen, everyone show up and everyone chant perfectly, engaging. The Tibetans are, suppressing everyone. They never see like that before. People doing, let people engaging.
Campbell,
Yes.
I was wondering if a bodhisattva realized, so the time and eon is all illusion. If it's illusion, 3 eon or 1 eon, it doesn't matter, isn't it?
Oh, can you say again? I didn't get that. I didn't understand what your words, the meaning.
If someone who's realizing and he understands the true nature, time is just an illusion. If time is illusion, then past, future, and present is just not there. And so eon or not eon, it doesn't matter.
Yes, exactly, yes.
So if for anyone who realizes the true nature, then the time is just totally doesn't matter. It's just not a dynamic anymore. So
Exactly.
if that's the case, then it doesn't matter. So
Yes.
if you want to stay forever, thousands of years for the benefits of sentient being, you can if you want.
Yes.
Yeah, because once we ask a teacher, we do a longevity prayer for the teacher and ask him to stay longer. And he said that some of the participants have the ability to prolong their life. And he said, I'm sorry, I'm just I don't have the ability, so I cannot stay longer. This is just my realization that I don't have the ability. So I just suddenly realized that if you really realize the true nature, and then you just break through all the time limits, and there's no time anymore, no future, no past, no present.
Yes. Good content.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what I always believe that. Yeah. Thank you.
One day you come to show us, okay, in the camera.
I don't have a camera. I just have a cell phone. I don't have a computer.
Sometimes.
Cell phone has a camera, then you can join the, everyone can see, and always become your sangha is one family here.
The other thing is, when I was a small person, and I always was told being very ugly. So I really hate camera.
That's okay. That perception change, okay?
Yeah. Now I don't believe I'm ugly, but that also stayed with me for many, because before I left home, I was 16 years old. Before that, I always was called being very ugly. So I believe that. So that's why camera to me is very hard. Yeah. So, but it's okay. I don't have a camera. I have a cell phone, and I'm enjoying all the lessons, the teaching, and sometimes I do have a lot of questions, and like the booming. When we are talking about the booming, we are beginners and we are in the path, and we are not in the booming yet. So I never understand why we always are told about booming. Just like if I go to the kindergarten, you tell me about the PhD program. It doesn't matter to me because I'm not a PhD yet.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Whenever these people are talking about Buddhism, I always get confused. I say, I'm just a beginner. Why do you tell me about this high level? And I'm not there yet. When I am there, they tell me. Now I don't really know. And everything you tell me is just like, I have no idea what you are talking about Burmese.
So
Yeah, I know that there's higher level, one level after the
So
other.
you will talk about this Bodhisattva's levels, then you can rejoice that, rejoice, we can dedicate. Think about that way.
Okay. Yeah, rejoice and all
Yeah, Bodhisattva's
aspiration.
quality. Oh, yeah, that's so great. I wanted that, so, we rejoice all the ability benefiting others.
But it also creates the other thing is the discrimination. Like, this person is already achieved this level, and I never achieved this level. It makes you feel really bad and small and little, and I don't like that either. I have to remember I am Buddha, just like you are Buddha. Just the difference is I haven't realized it yet. I have to believe I am the Buddha.
Yes.
Then if I am the Buddha, I don't care whether I'm beginner Buddha or the final stage Buddha. At least I know I'm the Buddha. That's okay. Otherwise, you really feel bad that everyone is this Burmese and that Burmese, and then you just say, I'm just a little tiny beginner. Yeah. Then you feel really small. That's the problem. Yeah. Yeah, I'm done because I have been in the water every day. So really enjoy listening to the Dharma in the water because there's no underwater because there's no distraction. And with the sky and the sunset and so it's really nice to listen on the kayak.
Yeah. Very good to listening Dharma when you're hiking and going walking.
Yeah, I usually go to either hiking or now it's on the kayaking.
Okay, kayaking. Wow.
It's really fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fun. Take care. See you tomorrow.
See you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. You're sharing
Thanks,
your.
everybody. See you
Thanks.
tomorrow.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Mary.
Thanks,
Thanks,
everybody.
Mary, for being at the temple.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Mary.
Good night. Thank you.
Thanks, Mary, for being at the
Bye.
temple.
No problem. Bye.